Hello, I am Dr. Mona Gupta. I have come from Bhopal to attend the 2 days training course by Dr. Pankaj Talwar sir. I will be speaking on endocrinology today. So the concept is that if we will see the number of oocyte will be maximum at the in utero, it will be around 7 million, but as the age advances it will be decrease. So at the around the age of 40 years it will be 8,000, and as the age advances more at around 50 years it will come to 1,000. And if we will see in menstrual cycle, the it will be, if it will be of normal 28 days cycle, then the proliferative phase and secretory phase will be fixed. But if we have to understand that secretory phase is fixed, it is of 14 days. So if cycle will be shorter or if it will be longer, then the proliferative phase will be affected. So in 24 days cycle, proliferative phase will be only 10 days. And in longer cycle, it will be like, if it is 44 days cycle, then it will be of 30 days. So in shorter cycle, there will be poor ovarian reserve. AMH will be less in shorter cycles. And in longer cycles, AMH will be more, can lead to because of PCOS. And if we will see that with the age advances, AFC's interfollicular count will also decrease. So if we will see like if age is less than 30 years, then it will decrease at the rate of around 3.8 to 4%. But after the age of 40 years, it will fall suddenly, like around 10 at the rate of 10 to 12%. And the number of the oocyte, quality of oocyte also decreases with the age. So if we will see, the age is directly proportional to aneuploidy and inversely proportional to AMH and AFC. So as the age advances, the chances of fertility also decreases and the chances of abortion will be increases. Now if we will see a case of hypo, then we have to, the patient will present as the may present as amenorrhea and thin, good looking female. So what investigation we will do? LH FSH will be low in these cases, and if we will do USG, then we will see small ovaries. If we will see a patient of PCOS, it may come with age secondary amenorrhea or irregular cycles. So what investigation is needed? USG. In USG we will see polycystic ovaries. If a case of hypo will come to us, then LH FSH will be more. So this patient LH and FSH will be more in these cases. If we will see a case of hyperprolactinemia, it may present as secondary amenorrhea. So what investigation will be required? Prolactin will be increased in these females. And a case of Mullerian tract anomalies, so the basic investigation will be required is 3D scan. It is in 3D scan, Mullerian tract anomalies are easily identifiable.
Excuse me, sir, one question. Ma'am, there is class now. I'm Dr. Imreen from Meerut. Ma'am, there is class now.
Yes.
5 classes of the classification of this endocrine. What can you explain the classification?
First, there will be hypogonadotropic hypogonadism, then PCOS, then hypergonadotropic hypogonadism, then primary ovarian insufficiency, and fourth
is hyperprolactinemia.
And then Mullerian tract anomalies.
Thank you.